Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, this video here, I'm going to be saying a lot of things. Now, Amir Khan, I'm a fan of him for sure. Big time Amir Khan fan. Also a Kell Brook fan. I like both of them. I would say I'm a fan of both fighters. So I can't really say that, I'd pick one guy over the other. I'd love to watch them fight, and may the best man win. Hopefully, you get a great fight. But let me just say this: when it comes to that mega fight happening, I think it's over. That fight's never going to happen. That time has came and it's went. The Amir Khan Kell Brook super fight, that ship has definitely sailed. Now I know Eddie Hearn has expressed the desire to maybe make that fight happen. If it does, great. But from the looks of things, we have Kell Brook, who just went up to 160. Fought Golovkin. Bulked up a lot for that fight. He looked freaking diesel for that fight. Just really big and strong. We know he's going to have to kill himself to make him 47. So it's going to be hard for him. Then on the other side, we have Khan, who fought Canelo and got what looked like a career kind of changing knockout. I mean, he's been knocked a lot of times, but that might be among the worst. He looked dead when he hit the ground. So it is what it is, man. Both these guys took what could be career-changing losses, career-changing stoppages or knockouts. So with that being said, Amir Khan has now decided to take this time to run his mouth, and I'm gonna read to you what he said on badlefthook.com. Here's what he said. He said, I quote, "It shows the type of fighter I am and the type of fighter Kell Brook is. He fought so many mandatories without any problem, but when it comes to fighting a good mandatory, Earl Spence Jr., he's moving up a weight. I'm sure if there was another Jojo Dan or Kevin Bizier, I'm sure he would have stayed there at 147. There's a difference in going for the big names and knowing you're going to get beat, and people think you're going to get beat, but it takes balls to go in there with GGG to fighting someone like Earl Spence where it's a 50-50 fight." And maybe he keeps going. Then he goes on by saying, basically says that Miguel Cotto will probably be a good fight for him because it's such he looks at it as an easy fight. Then he also says, I quote, "With the money that's going to be on the table, Brook should consider at least one more fight at 147. I think he'd take a fight with me, but if it happens, it would have to be 147 to be honest. That's why I'm comfortable. I'm interested in that fight, so that's where it should be. 147 would be better for me." So Amir Khan, look, like I said, big time Amir Khan fan. I rooted for him very hard against Canelo. Rooted for him hard against Garcia. Wanted to see the Mayweather fight happen because I thought he could beat Mayweather, to be honest with you. But he never wanted to fight Kell Brook. He never wanted to because he said, I forget who it was. I believe it was Matthew Hatton. No, I don't know if it was Matthew Hatton, but he said, "Win a title and I'll fight you." So then he won a title, and then Khan decided he didn't want to fight Brook. He said, "You have to do this. After he was winning a title, you have to beat this guy. You have to beat that guy." And he kept putting these roadblocks in front of Kell Brook. And so the fight never happened at 147 as Kell Brook became champion and beat Sean Porter. Now that Brook has had a game-changing, he got his eye socket broken against Golovkin, is going to be very hard for him to get back to 147. And now that Khan has run out of options, Pacquiao's fighting on November 5th. Mayweather's, not active right now. Danny Garcia is probably going to fight Keith Thurman in March. He doesn't really have options. So right now, the option he's looking at is fighting Kell Brook. All of a sudden, when this fight could have been made 2 or 3 years ago, and it pisses me off. It really, truly pisses me off that this fight was never made when it was supposed to be made, because in boxing today, boxing is a lot like WWE. We see a lot of manufactured beefs. We see a lot of guys who pretend to hate each other, but behind the scenes, behind closed doors, they're the best of friends. But these two guys right here really do not like each other. And you know what? Both of them are two really talented fighters. Two guys who are big draws in the UK. Two guys were great styles to watch. I believe if this fight were to get a huge push in the American media, I believe the people who do tune in will be treated to a great fight with styles that appeal to the casual boxing fan. And it pisses me off that in a fight that has so much nationalistic pride on the line between two really good talents in the UK boxing, where you could have 80,000, 70,000, 60,000 people fill up a Wembley Stadium, and you get a great event on your hands, and it never happened. And why did it never happen? The fact of the matter is, as being a big Amir Khan fan, it never happened because of Amir Khan's freaking selfishness. He spent his time chasing Mayweather. He spent his time chasing Pacquiao. And whether Mayweather Pacquiao ducked him or not, he could have always signed and made a Kell Brook fight happen, but it never materialized. And I put that on Khan. I don't put it on Brook, because when Khan, if you guys go watch the interview on Box Nation, the really famous interview they had where they're talking trash to each other, Brook, or it was Khan who said that, Brook, you gotta win a world title you first, then I come talk to you. Then he gets a world title, and Khan doesn't want no parts of him. So what's the problem? What's the problem, man? I just don't get it, man. Credit to Amir Khan. He dared to be great and stepped up and fought Canelo. He was winning that fight before he got stopped. Kell Brook, on the other hand, he wasn't winning against GGG, but he put up a very valiant effort. Definitely had his moments in the fight. Very entertaining fight. Both of them showed that they want to be great fighters. And yeah, you can say, well, it was for the money. Okay, but it's still a risk getting in there with somebody who's a bigger puncher, as Canelo and Golovkin both are in comparison to Khan and Brook at 160. So with all that being taken into account, they both proved that they were daring to be great, and they got big paydays to take care of not only themselves and their families. So credit to them. But they both, the fight not happening, I put it on Amir Khan. I don't put it on Kell Brook. And Amir Khan, as much as I like him, as much as I wanted to see him fight Mayweather, and Mayweather to duck him, the reason this fight never happened was because of him. And the people who lost out it sure as hell wasn't his pockets, because he got a big payday fighting Canelo. Sure as hell wasn't his pockets. It's the fans of boxing, because this fight would have been great. Now, honestly, if they did fight, Kell Brook would destroy him. There's no doubt in my mind. Amir Khan's been hit so many times. Amir Khan has definitely suffered a lot of punishment in the ring. And Kell Brook would definitely, no doubt about it, being the bigger, stronger fighter who's more in his prime than Khan. There's no doubt in my mind. If I'm a betting man, I pick Brook to stop Khan. I'm just sick of it, man. Now all of a sudden that he's one of the options. Now all of a sudden that Amir Khan has one of the options, he wants to fight Kell Brook. Makes me sick to my stomach. But I will say I do agree with him on the whole mandatory thing. Him not fighting Errol Spence. I believe that fight should happen. I believe if they did fight, he would win. But a lot of that too is the weight. Can he really make 147? We don't know anymore. So it is what it is, man. But yeah, man, this fight not happening. It's not on Brook, man. It's on Amir King Khan, and that hurts me to say because I'm a huge Amir Khan fan. I really wanted to see him do great things next year. Hopefully, he gets a Danny Garcia rematch and he can put it on DSG. Because I really want to see that. But as far as this fight happening, it's his fault. So just want to get this out there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.